Hi everyone, it's me Darlene. I am here with a quilt block, one of my most favorite videos to do. I love just coming up with quilt blocks. I have a whole bunch of them. I hope they came with me or that they didn't get lost. I still have a lot of boxes to go through because I would like to take a bunch of those and make like just a weird scrappy quilt or a sampler quilt, whatever we want to call it, using a lot of the quilt blocks. Today, I laid down for like 5 minutes to think up an idea. Do remember that I have made a lot of videos over 7 years. I probably am repeating things that I've done before. I'm sure that anything I think up has been done before. So I'm not claiming this as my own, but I don't have anyone in particular to say, hey, I got the idea from them. I just got the idea while watching Columbo, okay? Here's what I have, and I'm going to tell you how you can adjust. I have a 5-inch square. I'm sure you can start out with any size square. But I went with 5-inch because a lot of people have leftover charms, and I also sell a shitload of 5-inch squares, so some of my peeps might have some. We're going to do something like with an inner border and an outer border. It's not going to be exactly what I wanted, but it's going to be the easiest way, and then as I'm doing it, I might think of other ways to do it later. I went with a 1-inch border, but I cut it a little longer than my square because I like to trim after the fact. I don't have a right side or wrong side to this, but if you did have a right side and wrong side, you would put the right side down, so the right sides would be facing each other. And I have 2 of those, so I'm going to just lay those down so you can see what I'm doing. Then I have these that are 2.5 inches wide. I was thinking in case you have some jelly roll strips. And again, I don't know how this is going to look. I haven't done it. And then again, I cut it a little bit longer than this square so we can trim. We're going to put this right side down, right on top of this strip. We're going to be sewing through 3 pieces of fabric. I just hope this works. And we would be doing the same to this side, but I will put that on after. So let me just sew right here. Right side down, this would be right side down, and this one is right side up. Let's get that off too. I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. So this would be going right side down if it had a right side, and this is going on the same edge like that. I'm going to press this open, and I'm going to press both these guys out. See, this is already giving me some ideas as to how we can make some really cool wonky blocks. I just wanted to show you. See how my fabric is sticking up on each end? I rather do that, and then I'm going to just go ahead and trim that. So this is what I have now. So much easier to just cut with wiggle room and trim. Now here's the scary part. And I changed my top thread to dark purple. Now that means if I'm, not perfectly straight, it's going to show, but I'm willing to take that chance. I'm going to take this guy and just fold it under. Can I do this without pressing? I think I can. I can finger press. Okay? And I'm going to top stitch with my lovely dark purple thread. I don't know if dark purple was the way to go. You know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and put another line on the other side. But look, see, we have an extra little border there that was very easy to do. And if we wanted to, we could have taken this and folded it in. In that case, you would have needed to change the fabric because you would want the right side facing up. We'll have to do that at some point. I think I'm going to be brave and do another purple line. Oh, I like that. Now, same here. I'm going to just pull this back, fold that in, finger press, and then redo everything I just did. Because you can absolutely go press this if you want. I don't want. And again, I am going to do my perfect purple line. So not perfect. If you're worried about the step of sewing, I tried to get like right close, like maybe not even 1/8 of an inch, more like a 1/16 maybe. You can just have matching thread if you prefer, or you can have this piece be a print. So far, so good. If I can hold it, I like. Now, is my mother calling me? Hang on. No, she's talking to my sister. I knew that this was going to be less than 10 inches, so I cut this like a generous 10-inch. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to lay one of these down and one of these. This is still 1 inch and this is still 2.5 inches. You just want to make sure that you have enough this way. Here I go. Oh, I just think that's going to be unusual. Have I done this before? I don't know. You don't have to answer that. Let me go press. I pressed and trimmed. I almost thought of doing this part and then trimming, but I trimmed. And now I'm going to do the same thing to these guys. I'm just going to like tuck it into that crease, fold over, and cross my fingers. You do know things don't have to be perfect, right? I think you know that. Look, I like it. I don't know, in my screen this looks like gingham, even though it's triangles. It's not gingham. I really would have just left those longer and done that and then trim, because I need to trim a little bit more. But I don't know. I like it. What's it look like on this side? It looks almost perfect, except I have one flipped seam right there. I think it's a cool way to add some different texture and a little pop of color to a block without a whole lot of extra work. I don't know, I just liked it very much. So I just thought I would try this. I get ideas by doing stuff like this, and the more I look at it, the more I really like it. I like the colors too. I'd love to come back with a very wonky version of this. You know how I love wonky. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with more soon. Bye.